Well, I'm out here working on my hidden tang, and I've got this kind of polished up. It's looking really good. I'm talking about the scroll work. I thought what I would do is etch this so the interior of the scroll work would be black, and then sand everything back down except the interior of the scroll work. And I may still do that, but that is looking pretty good. I'm not going to decide yet. I got a lot of sanding to do on this blade, but I'm stopping and I'm working on the finger guard. This is my first finger guard and I've already got it crooked. And I just wanted to mention this. When I first started making knives, I invested probably $250, $300 in this huge set of files. And guess what? Not one of these files will work for scroll work, which is, or even, they're not even small enough to get in here and file that out. So I'm gonna have to go to my other shop where I have a whole bunch of old files and see if I can find one small enough, or I've got a bunch of Dremel bits. Maybe I can get this to fit. I mean, it's width-wise. Okay, all right, I'm gonna have to pet the cat for a minute. I just got here. All right, still petting my cat, but let me get to my point. My point was, before I realized what all was involved in scroll work and knife making, I bought these and I shouldn't have. So the lesson is, wait till you know what you're doing before you buy tools to do what you think you want to do, because they won't do what I want them to do, because I bought them before I knew what I wanted to do. Okay, that was a lot of money. And really, I don't have a lot of use for files any other areas of my life. You know, there's not a lot of times when I use a file. I mean, if I was a machinist, or I did machine work, or made fine parts, small parts, you know, that had to fit perfectly. Actually, that's what I'm doing now. But these files are they're all way too big, way too big. I don't know, I may be able to use some of these, like this is a triangle. I may be able to use these in scroll work, maybe. These are square, round, and then I get all the big files here. Just too big, useless for what I need to do. So otherwise, this was just a giant waste of money. I do have some needle files, and these, I did use some needle files, and the scroll work that I did do on, where is it? Did I already lose it? Oh yeah, I dropped it when she jumped up in my lap. That knife. The scroll work that I did use needle files on it, and a couple of chainsaw files. So maybe that's what I need to do. Just keep me a stock of chainsaw files and some needle files, because you probably would go through these pretty quick. And what I used to polish the scroll work up, let me see if I can pick this up without dropping the cat. Nope, I'll be back. What I used to polish the divots, I guess you'd say, is kratom. I think they're called kratom. Let me show you. They're some kind of impregnated rubber. And boy, you go through a lot of them. I went through like 3 of them. Oh, jeez. I went through 3 of them on this, on just this little bit, and I'm not 100% sure that's going to be good enough. So anyway, let me get the sanding on this. I'm going to think about what kind of file. Maybe I'm going to look through this and see if I got any tiny little, not bits. What am I looking at? What am I thinking about? Mills, tiny mills that I could, get in here. And what I need to do is lengthen the edge, the height. You see I got a scribe line up here and a scribe line down there. Well, I need to bring that slot up to and down to that scribe line. All right, I got a pretty good start on this. Took a lot of handwork. I found a little bitty file, and it took me forever to square this up enough. And I got the gaps beneath the guard. You know, I've really had to do some filing and handwork. But here's the thing I can't fix unless I start all over, and I'm not. Is that gap there and there. It's not a big gap. And this is my first one. So I'm gonna let that go. It's not, when you mash down on it, plus it will likely fill up with epoxy. It's not terrible. Anyway, now I've got that roughly fitted. Now I'm going to grind my bevels on this and then go to sanding. Okay, I got the bevels ground and the bevels come out perfect. Just perfect. That's perfect. The plunge lines are perfect. So I tell you, now I'm thinking I've got more steel. I may go ahead and cut me another piece of this and buy me a better file. I'm gonna go ahead and I will, since this is coming out good, and I'm thinking I'm gonna probably polish this now, high polish, you know, because I got nothing to do. Nobody's ordered any knives, and it's too miserable to sit out in my garage. I want to polish my bikes, but when it's nice enough to sit out there and polish them, I want to be on them. So I've got nothing else to do. I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to make this a pretty knife, and I'm going to redo this. I have more steel, but I'm going to use this right now since it's the same size, and I'm probably going to, I don't know what they call it, burn it in, you know. I'm going to drill a hole in here. Hold on, let me get this out of here. Actually, it doesn't need to come out. Oh, okay, here it's coming. I'm going to drill a hole down here right in the center where I want it. And then I'm going to heat this up red hot. And I'm going to burn it into the handle. I've seen it done before. I haven't done it myself. But I think that's the way I'm going to do it. And then that's how it'll look. Let me get this on there. Oh, that's going to look nice. All polished up. And that is stabilized. Okay. And you know, that doesn't look so terrible. I'll do a little more work on this. When I get that much work into this, I'm probably I won't be able to sleep unless I make a new one and make it fit tight. Now I've got a good idea how to do it and what tools to use and what tools I need. I know I could do a better job. All right, let me get the sanding on this, and it's a gray, miserable day, and it has been all day, so probably not going to do a whole lot of work on this today. Okay, I'm thinking more and more positive about this. I put this on the wire wheel just to get the blue dye out of my scroll work, and I sure do like how that scroll work come out. I'll put it right here in the light. So the bevels are perfect. I've got this sanded up to 150 on the flats. The bevels, I'm gonna do the bevels tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm gonna spend the entire day sanding on this, which is Sunday. You'll see this Sunday morning. I'm gonna go ahead and upload this, even though I haven't done that much, but I'm happy with the progress of this. And I'm not 100% sure, but I may go ahead and make another one of these now that I know how to. I will have to buy some better files because the file I'm using won't do it. So anyway, I'm making progress. And tomorrow I will probably have this sanded up, 400, 600 maybe. The hardest part is the initial sanding out the grinding lines, and then from there it's not near as time consuming. But all right, we'll be back out here tomorrow. Have a good Sunday, y'all. You know who that is right there? That's KSLA Channel 12 Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle. And they have to tell you that before, after, during, when they come back from commercial, before they go to commercial, at the beginning of the news, in the middle of the news, at the end of the news, KSLA Channel 12 Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle. I have that memorized. It's burned in my brain. I feel sorry for people that don't have dogs.
Sonny snores so loud at night, I can hear her over your CPAP.
Yeah.
And all this time, it might have been Lucy that's been doing the loud snoring. I was thinking it was Sonny because she snores all the time. Oh, Brizzy was barking in his sleep last night. Did you hear that?
I did not. No.
Yeah, he was just going to town. He was barking at that licking cat.
Boy, she's dreaming hard now.
My butts. Well, she's having a nightmare at thunder and cat thunder all over.
I know.
She's dreaming. I can see her eyes fluttering.
Yeah.
Is she running?
She is. A little bit.
Her eyes just open.
Still
She's
snoring.
really dreaming. Because she just opened her eyes and looked at me.
Yeah.
Boy, are they fluttered.
Don't you just wonder what they dream about?
Chasing squirrels.
Well, I'm sure for her it is probably that. Although she came into the shop yesterday and she does not like that cat. And the cat knows it and really trying hard to rub up against her and make friends with her. That's another reason I'm kind of afraid to let the cat outside, is because I think once the cat is outside, she will think it's fair game, you know?
She had every opportunity to hurt that cat, and she didn't.
Well, the cat wouldn't run from her, which is what she wanted.
Well, that cat ain't gonna run from Lucy. She could have run from her before. She didn't. Lucy's not gonna bother the cat. She has to worry about me.
And then over here we have the other active napper.
He needs a bath.
Yeah, he's good.
Did you wake up?
You awake? Was that a good dream?
Having a good dream.
Boy, you were snoring. This is how we know a bad storm is coming.
But if I don't resist,
We hear some far off. We hear some thunder coming, and the thunder gods are coming to scare our dogs.
Lucy, come sit with Mama. Come on.
And this is where she feels the most protected, is behind her dad's big fat head. The thunder monster won't get her behind my head.
I am not afraid of losing every last comfort that I have.